Welcome to the Taylor Made Tasty podcast. I'm Taylor, retired serial quitter turned goal boss coach, speaker, and consultant. I believe a beautiful life starts with a beautiful mindset. Join me as we amplify confidence, resilience, and actionable tools on the road to quit quitting on you and your vision. You are worthy of your goals, so let's go get there. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Taylor Made Tasty, the podcast. This week's 10 with Taylor is about when it feels like all of your hard work is not working. I mean, how relatable is that? Hey Goal Boss babes, quick announcement. I am so excited to share with you my free coaching event for April. Spring Cleaning Mindset Reset, a 3-day free challenge starting Monday, April 25th. For 3 days, I will work through your overwhelm, stress, and burnout to take you to a place of peace, in control of your time, and feeling organized. Each day is less than 30 minutes of work with digestible, bite-sized coaching so you can purge your mental closet, clean and dust, and organize your overwhelm and leave feeling refreshed and reset from top to bottom. Sign up for free today at tailormadetasty.com/quick links. I am so excited to spring clean your mindset with you. So this topic really came to me. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that over my celebrated spring break with my bonus daughter, I was on a run. It felt like it took everything in me. That it was humid, it was hot. So those things were working against me, and I had a house full of people, so I felt like I couldn't be on the treadmill because I would be loud and just, in people's way. And so I felt obligated to run outside. And with the elements that's already going against me, there was 97% humidity that started to play into my mindset because it was getting harder, right? So it was only a 30-minute run, and I had just previously ran 8 miles. In this 30-minute run, I hear my Strava app, my fitness app, go off. You've hit 1 mile, and it's close to 15 minutes, I believe. And I'm just thinking to myself, how can you take so many steps forward in one day, and then the very next day, it feels as though you're starting from the beginning? And it's so tough when you work hard and it feels as though your hard work isn't working, that you are trying so hard, that you're pushing, that you have a plan, you're intentional, you're giving it your all, and you're still not seeing the progress that you want to see. And I think a big part of this particular feeling coming up for me, this almost underdog feeling that I keep trying, but it doesn't seem to get any easier, stems from one of my previous topics where I talked about comparison. What really gave me that perspective was I was in my feels on this run, right? And just feeling like, again, the underdog. And I go on Instagram and I always try to keep it 100. I try to keep it as real as possible and let you know that every run isn't amazing. Every run isn't a big cool leap towards the massive goal, and some of them it's just get it done, and some of them are tough. And this was a tough day, and I wanted to share that because I think it's great to share our wins together in this social media space, but it's also great to get that camaraderie around the really tough times. I come on there, I say my thing, I talk about how it feels like this hard work isn't working, and how I just look around and I think my goodness, why does this feel like it's so much easier for that person? Why does it feel like that person's having so much more progress than me? Why does it feel like I'm working so hard at this goal and it just isn't happening the way that I thought it would or in the time frame that I thought it would? And even though I have an entire clientele of people that I teach goal setting to, time management, accountability, self-worth, mindset, all of those things. I keep it real because even when you are so intentional about all of those things and personal development and setting your goals and planning and eliminating perfectionism and trying to eliminate comparison and all of those things, they still creep in. Because we have been conditioned for years and years that was normal. And until you do the work to figure out how to overcome all of those feelings, overcome and understand that your self-worth is so much more than comparison and perfectionism, and your goals are on your timeline, nobody else's. Your goals are on your timeline. And sometimes that's so tough because we're sitting back and we're watching, and it does feel like it's easier for people, and it does feel like good things are happening to these people, and you're like, when is my time, right? When is my time? When do I get to feel like a champion? When do I get to feel like things are really going in the right direction for me? One of those reasons that I feel sometimes to be most vulnerable about those feelings is because I don't ever want someone to think that they're going through this alone, because it's fucking hard, period. And I don't want anyone to ever think I am the only one feeling this, because as someone, like I said, who does have a robust clientele that I'm helping them navigate through life, I am still also navigating my own journey, right? Navigating over all of these things that we've been conditioned to feel. And sometimes social media and media in general perpetuate that feeling, right? To keep us feeling like an underdog keeps everyone else rich, right? Why do we buy things? We buy things to feel better about ourselves. We buy things in hopes that it will give us a certain feeling, a certain confidence, a certain level of respect. All of these things that are around us that really make us feel as though we are the underdog. It's time to own that even though we feel that way, we are still doing the damn thing, right? Like in that moment, I received a message saying, where you were sitting there comparing yourself to other people, I was comparing myself to other runners and people conditioning for the same goal that I have. People are on the internet comparing their journey to mine. And that is when it's like it clicked, right? So when you're sitting there thinking, I wish I had this, I wish I looked like this, I wish, why does it seem so much easier for them? Somebody around you is thinking that about you. Somebody is thinking, they're so intentional about their goals. They're crushing it. Look at what they're doing in their career. I love their house. I can't wait until I have a car like that. How resilient you are, how strong you are, how much you've been through, and you continue to push through. We have to acknowledge those feelings for other people, give them hope that it's possible for them. But when we're in the thick of it, when we're thinking that about ourselves, when we're in underdog mode of why is my hard work not working for me, that it takes everything in us to own that we're still doing the work. Whether or not it's working for you quickly or it's a little bit harder for you to hit that goal than it does seem like it is for other people, you're still doing the work. And if truly this work is for you, this goal is for you, this vision you have for your life is for you, the dreams that you dream are for you, then you doing the work is the ultimate goal, right? You doing the work, you being intentional, you working hard is working because you are doing it. And when we stop feeling behind in life and start owning our power, that this goal is for us, and the path that happens for you is meant to happen the way that it's meant to happen. What is for you will not pass you, right? And that feeling behind and that feeling like an underdog is such a fatal trap. It just puts you in powerlessness and desperate energy that we're like, why can't it be easier for me? It's not easier for you because it's hard work. And it's not supposed to be easy. And at the end, it will be worth every ounce of energy and thought and emotion and blood, sweat, and tears and all of the things that you put into that damn goal. And it's not a pleasant feeling to feel like you are lagging behind. You're not competing with others. You're competing with yourself. And that at the end of the day, feel like you're working hard, feel like it's not working. The truth is, you are not competing with anyone else but you. You against you. And the tool I want to leave you with that helped me snap back from feeling this way is ask yourself, what is the alternative? Do I not work hard? Do I not get to see my goals? Do I not get to see my vision play out? Do I not get to see my dreams play out the way I have envisioned them for years, months, weeks, however long you've had this goal? What is the alternative? Ask yourself that and then determine, would I be proud of myself with this alternative? And right there, your hard work starts working for you again. All right, y'all, it is time for the quote of the episode. And this week, I wanted to give you less of a quote and more of an affirmation. And something that I have started to say to myself is, attitude of a champion, hustle like an underdog. Attitude of a champion, hustle like an underdog. Take that into your week, your month, maybe even your year, and start hustling like an underdog with an attitude of a champion. As always, thank you for being here. Thank you for being in my community. I'm so glad you showed up today, and let's go get there. Look at you, crushing it. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Tailor Made Tasty podcast. My hope is you always leave with a takeaway to implement in your own goal-crushing journey. I would love if you could take a moment to leave a review. And if you're looking for a community of goal boss badasses just like you, be sure to check out tailormadetasty.com/membership.